last like a whole year because it's September, and I think that this month has been a very reflective kind of month for me. I don't know how it is for you. Share it with me if you will, and if you're watching. Um, yeah, it's almost coming to, like end of the year. We still got like more than 3 months left, but just kind of reflecting, like so much have happened. Like time's been just flying, and just so much has happened, and I've been just kind of reflecting on myself and my journey. And it's kind of a strange how sometimes I felt like I was kind of stuck, and nothing was really happening or changing, and I just kind of felt like I was just stuck, and I was frustrated, and I was really hard on myself time to time. But when I reflect back on it, I realize how much I have grown and evolved. And it's hard to see at the moment sometimes, especially when nothing is happening externally. It's hard to see what's happening internally. But sometimes, like, things happen or incidents, and then we get to kind of see how we behave in a different way. It's really surprising. So this year has been quite the year, and I've grown so much, and I'm sure that there is still, you know, more to grow and heal and experience. But yeah, I September's been just pretty kind of intense month. I don't know how it has been for you, but so much have been coming up. Probably because it's the eclipse energy. And honestly, I don't know, I wasn't really sure what to even share. It's kind of challenging to show up here every day, even though it's only been day 5, to kind of try to share something. And I felt really discouraged yesterday. I think it's because yesterday was day 4, and it's like the longest I've gone so far to doing this without like deleting everything. So, yeah, it's been kind of nerve-wracking, and it's kind of funny because I think like the universe really tests us, because over the years I've made it a lot of like channels, and I've tried kind of posting 1 or 2 video, and then I kind of chicken out and I delete them, and you know. So this time when I finally decided to show up for myself, and I've been just kind of doing it, and I know that it's nothing that interesting. I'm not saying, oh, I have a message for you, or I don't know if I'm actually sharing any values on my videos, but I'm just kind of doing it for the sake of just doing it for myself, to kind of develop that muscle, you know, to kind of keep showing up for myself. So yeah, yesterday, for first time, because I didn't want to look, I looked, and none of my videos had a single view. Like, not even a single view. Not even a single person on this earth was curious about what I had to say. Okay? I mean, it would be a lie if that was kind of hurting in a sense, but I just kind of realized that it's probably a way of universe testing me to see if I'm actually gonna stick with this time, because I've really noticed that universe really does test us when we are really going through a shift to just really see if we're ready to stick with it. So, yeah, I definitely felt a lot more resistant today to just show up, but it feels amazing to show up. And in the end, it's not about how many people are seeing or how I'm landing. It's right now, for now, anyways, it's more about me just kind of practicing and really practicing letting go of attachment to the outcome and the fear of judgment and the comparing with myself with other people. So a lot is going on and happening even though there is no view and there is not much of a structure of anything. Like I don't sit there and think about every day like, oh, what am I gonna post tomorrow? Because I realize when I do that, I wake up and I don't feel the same anyway. So one thing I've been doing is I've been trying to be consistent on journaling and see what comes up. And some days it's like right away I'm like, oh, maybe I could talk about this or whatnot, which was like that for first couple days and I felt pretty good. But this morning I really wasn't sure. So I just sat there and started kind of reflecting and realized some of the things. And that was how I thought that I wasn't, like nothing was happening, but how much has been happening internally, which is quite amazing to realize and see. So I think it's important that we sometimes stop and kind of reflect on our journey and on ourselves and just kind of check in. And to briefly just kind of touch up on another thing that I was really reflecting on was how the world and the people around us and everything is just really, I mean, we all know, but I think for me, anyways, I forget all the time that how much everything around us is like a reflection to my inner world, how I'm feeling and how I'm seeing things. Because when I see the world with the glass of like love or lens of love, I only see beautiful things and beautiful people with a beautiful heart and just the nature and everything is just so beautiful. But sometimes I see it with, you know, with the lens that had the dirt all over it and, it's easy to see negativity at times. But lately I've been really, really um, remembering how much is really anything outside of us, like everything that's happening in our life is exactly how I am feeling inside. Like I used to have problem of feeling like people never took me seriously. But then when I realized it was not the fact that people didn't take me seriously, I didn't take myself seriously. And I was just kind of seeing it with the lens. And even though maybe like people weren't doing anything necessarily to make me feel like that I'm the one to take it seriously or anything, I just kind of realized that was really how I was feeling about myself, and that's kind of how I was viewing of certain behaviors of people. I don't know if that's making sense. And I was talking to my neighbor a few weeks ago, and the way that she was really feeling about how people were around her kind of helped me remember again, like how that must be her internal world feeling that way, because what she was describing, like, that's not how I was feeling about her at all, but that's how she was feeling, and that's kind of how she was assuming that's how I must feel about her, kind of thing. And it just really reminded me that it really has nothing to do with what other people are thinking or doing. It's kind of how we are feeling about ourselves. Anyway, before it gets too long and dragged out, this is day 5 and feel good to show up. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have something more interesting to share. But either way, I'm gonna show up because I'm showing up for myself for the next 30 days and see, you know, I might not have any views for 30 days, which sounds crazy, but then I kind of realized that could be a possibility too. But even then, I'm sure I'll gain something from it. So, anyways, if you're here and watching this video, thanks for being here with me. I know that there's no views now, but I won't delete these videos, so maybe you'll see it one day. Anyways, hope you have a blessed day, and I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Bye.